I do have a question.
Ji.
It's Shabir.
Ji.
Sorry, my webcam's not working. So, you said that none of no Ismailis we don't believe in reincarnation as an Ismaili. So, under no condition when an Ismaili come back again.
Very good question. So Maula Ali is saying is that Maula Ali says that I do keep coming back. In Kokabeduri, in sayings of Maula Ali has said that I keep coming back. So yes, if you are talking about coming back, Imam does come back. In other words, the high-ranking souls do come back. What do we need to do? To elevate our ranks. And those who come back, Imam comes back with his free will, with his desire. So does the high-ranking Momini. So here, the question can be taken from two ways. Does anyone want to come back? They can if they want to, if they are at that level. They will come back if they decide to, if they want to. Otherwise, they don't need to. So high-ranking Mominins do come back in this world. So again, in context of reincarnation, which talks about कर्मा, like amal ki kharabi ki wajah se, amal ki kami ki wajah se, they are being born again. Islam totally denies that. In Ismailis, we do not have that concept. In fact, if you were to ask me, this is taking it at another level, I don't think when the Hindu mazhab came in, because it came in, it was right mazhab. If Ram, the way we know Ram and Krishna were Pagambar, they were true Pagambar and they were teaching the same talima because Allah's deen has not changed. The way we see in every religion people make changes, I personally believe that people have made these changes. They've brought this concept, and we do know in India how there's a segregation of classes. Brahman are very good, and there is a name, I don't remember, the Choti Jaat ke log, right? Those who are only to do the work of cleaning, and they are being dedicated to cleaning of the toilets. Can you believe that? Are they not children of Khuda, humanity? But there are people who are separated, that you are from low caste, you only clean this. In order to keep power and control through guilt and fear, they have created this class system, and they keep fearing, making people scared. So they stay subject to those higher class people and continue to be slave of them. That's my personal theory. I do not know for a fact because we cannot judge anybody, but I am looking at the history. When we look at the Bible or look at the other books, there are changes. Shabira?
Yeah, no, I hear you. So, I guess first that's really helpful. So I guess maybe I was misinformed, right? I thought if you um, don't fulfill your obligations and you don't advance, and in fact you do a lot of harm, say you kill somebody or something like that, then you can potentially come back into the world into another faith, or maybe even in a lower form. And I've always not felt comfortable because I didn't have enough knowledge to even make a judgment.
Okay, so I'm glad that you shared that. So let's talk about those who are, in this world, criminals, rapists, mass murderer, serial killer. We hear all these names, right? So everybody is child of Khuda. This is humanity. Allah has created everybody with their free will. But due to whatever reason, anybody who chooses the path to go the wrong direction, they are children of God. And Imam, being the Imam of humanity, Imamun Nas, he is the father of all the humanity. So those who really sin, when they die, their batni eyes opened up. And there is a farman, and if I request Naveen Sahaba to share with you lectures about sins, which I had conducted on the Zoom platform. In that, I have quoted Farman of Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah and Quranic verses about the timeline of 50,000 years. So imagine in your mind, there are 50,000 steps. Those who are serial killers, like criminals, they will be on the lowest step to Imam. What was our objective to come to this world? To recognize Imam, to become one. When Prophet was asked, why Allah created this world? Why all this? And what Prophet said? Allah was hidden treasure and he wanted to be recognized. And that hidden treasure for us, we do know who is that? Is Imam. And that is why we are hoping, learning, growing to recognize the Imam as Imam has given us the Farman. So those who are really bad, they will be on the 50,000th step. We might be higher up, really, really higher up, but still away from Imam. Imagine when we are sitting in Pandal, and Pandal, we can see Hazrat Imam on the stage, right? We work so hard, we come hours before to come near, sit, so we get good place near to, Imam, we can see Imam. Even then, wherever we are not happy. Oh, I'm in the second line, or I'm in 50th line. I wish I was there. Oh, I wish that I was on the stage. Because that is the love we feel for our Imam. Imagine the same situation when Batni eyes opened up, everything is clear, everything we are aware, known, and Imam is far high above. And then we see our brothers and sisters higher with Imam. And we would say, oh, I was with you, wasn't I? Why am I so far, Mola Papa? And immediately we will see a Nurani movie. We will be seeing why we are far behind. And we will not worry about those criminals and those bad people. They are far below. We can't even see them. We are looking this up. Our Imam is there. Because they don't know Imam as Imam. So we are way up high because we are in Bayat of Imam. Do remember that. Ji Shukriya.
Well, thank you so much. That was really helpful.
Shukriya.
If I wanted to read up more on this topic, where would I go?
Good question. Somebody else also asked me about reading. So this knowledge is there, like the way we are doing the Monday book club. All this knowledge is here, but they are so scattered. They're really scattered. Right? This knowledge is all available. Okay, but the thing is that it requires really reading and developing critical thinking to be able to connect the dots. You can go to monoreality.org, smileyliterature.org. There are books there, very many books. But the thing is that when you read, it will be difficult because we have not been kind of having the habit. The books of our Dais, like Paradise of Submission, the different books which Khairuddin, different Dais Khairuddin referred to last time. There are lectures of Dai Al-Mu'izzuddin Shirazi. All this is there. But what happens, you have to really read and connect it to be able to understand it the way I'm explaining it to you. Otherwise, you just want this topic, it does not exist actually. Why? Because reincarnation is not our topic. We have brought it in. We are misunderstanding, that's why it's there. So what I did, I took Quranic verses and Farman and drew conclusion, helped you understand to look at it differently. I shared all my references with you. Nothing was kind of kept hidden. Quranic reference, Gnanic reference, and Farmanic reference, right? To help you understand it all. So I hope that helps. It requires a lot of hard work, Shapira, but it's not impossible.
Thank you.
Ji Asifa.
Alima Nyamat Saiba, thank you for sharing your insight. I'm still a little bit confused. So when you speak about the imams coming back and the steps, so if I transition and pass away and I'm on that 50th step, and I see Imam and I want to progress higher. How do I do that
Beautiful question.
without coming back?
You are not coming back. So that is one of the very important concept, that we are not coming back. I hope that we would have learned the only person who comes back is actually Imam with his own free will. And then those higher ranking Momineen with Imam, if they want to come back, they can. If you are right in front of Imam, you are one with Imam. So let me tell you in a different way. When we are reading this Gyanan, Man ka janam kyun khota hai, uth jaag man mera, right? Those who become awakened during their lifetime, right? They're awakened, meaning they start learning the knowledge, they make their iman stronger at a level of ilmul yaqeen. They are able to open up their batni eyes, batni senses at the level of ainul yaqeen. And then there is darja of haqqul yaqeen. So certitude of knowledge, certitude of eyes, certitude of truth. We can find how is the Imam. And that is through the following of the hadith, mutu qabla anta mutu, die while living. When a Mu'min Salik dies while living, what happens? They become one with the Imam during the lifetime. They are one with the Imam. Physically, they are in the body, but spiritually, they are one with the Imam. And then they might want to come back when Imam comes back because they are with the Imam. But they are high-ranking Momineen. There are Momineens who are in physical life one with the Imam. For example, Pir Sadruddin, Pir Nasir Khusro. They were one with the Imam, but they live life in the physical world and taught the Jamaat. So nobody is coming back. And it is a good thinking that how do I become one with the Imam? Why wait of dying? Let's do it now in our lifetime. We can do that. Does that help?
It does. So that leaves me questioning, if I haven't achieved that in this lifetime and I pass, then am I just stuck?
Good question. When you say that I have not been merged with Imam, I did not become one with the Imam, what happens next? So we physically die, then we are in that ladder. Believe me, knowledge, the steps are same. Physically or spiritually, knowledge steps are same. That farman of Imam, when Maula says ilm wali ru darja bar darja hai, that darja cannot be climbed up if we do not have the ilm. After dying, in there also we will be having these classes. We'll be sitting just like this, learning knowledge. We will have to learn knowledge. We have to recognize him at the level of knowledge, do the needed ibadat, needed girya uzari to become one with him. So the path does not change for us in the sense that we just do not have physical body. So what is the consequence of doing this after dying? The consequence is, in physical lifetime, if we do one good deed, Imam may bless us by 100 times, or ek ka sawala. So the multiplication, the inam, the rewards is much, much, much higher when we do it in physical life. There, it is 1:1 Hisab Kitab. So it takes longer. That is the difference.
Thank you.
जी अशरफ.
याली मदद नहीं उनसे याली मदद अगर आप बोलते हैं कि रीइंकार्नेशन नहीं है, राइट? तो फिर अगर सपोज अभी मैं ये स्टेज पे हूँ जहाँ पे मैं अभी सिर्फ नॉलेज ले रही हूँ, जिसको समझने की मैं कोशिश कर रही हूँ, और सडन सपोज आई एम डेड, तो फिर क्या मेरी रूह वहीं पे रहेगी या आगे रहेंगे? आई एम स्टिल कंफ्यूज। बहुत टाइम वो क्वेश्चन आते रहता है मेरे को। और मेरी सास भी मुझे यही बोलती है कि अशरफ बेटा, मेरे को तो है ना, मेरे को वापस यही जन्म में वापस आना है और यही घर में मुझे जन्म लेना है ताकि तुम लोग सब मेरे साथ रहो बोल के। तो वो इतना स्ट्रांगली मुझे हम लोग को बोलते हैं, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सही में क्या रीइंकार्नेशन है। और वो तो ऐसे ही अभी भी बोलते हैं, शी इज 80+ बट स्टिल शी सेज कि मेरे को वापस यही घर में आना है, तुम लोग के साथ ही मेरे को रहना है। और मेरी फ्रेंड की मम्मी भी वही बोलती है कि मेरे को भी वापस है ना आना है। अगर खुदा ने मुझे वापस भेजा है तो मुझे यही 4 लड़कियां तुम ही लोग सब चाहिए, मेरे को मुझे कोई और नहीं चाहिए। अभी 2 दिन पहले की बात है ये। और मेरी सास तो लिटरली हमेशा वो एक ही चीज मेरे को बोलते हैं। तो मुझे काफी कंफ्यूज होता है जब हम बोलते हैं कि इन्ना लिल्लाही व इन्ना इलैहि राजिऊन, कि अल्लाह माथी आव्या છે अल्लाह तरफ पाछू वळવાનું છે। तो अगर मुझे ये हमेशा क्वेश्चन रहता है दिमाग में कि क्या मैंने वो लेवल की नॉलेज लिया है या मैंने वो लेवल का समझ लिया है और सडन नहीं किया तो क्या? वेयर इज माई रूम? मेरा सोल कहाँ गया?
आई थिंक आई डिड आंसर, जो आसिफा ने सवाल किया, आई डिड आंसर राइट, कि कहाँ जाएगी रूह। होता क्या है, द वे आई सेड कि इट इज अनफॉर्चुनेट कि जो हमारे बड़े बूढ़े हैं, बिकॉज रिमेंबर जो तालीमात थी वो फर्क थी, राइट? एंड दे बिलीव, व्हेन समबडी बिलीव्स समथिंग इट इज हार्ड टू चेंज एट दैट एज, राइट? एंड आई एम सॉरी कि ये रीइंफोर्स होती है बार बार बार। तो इम्तिहान आपका बहुत बढ़ गया, इट इज अ वेरी बिग टेस्ट, राइट? बट इम्तिहान पास करेंगे ना तो ही आगे बढ़ेंगे। तो कंफ्यूजन नहीं है, बार बार एक गलत तालीम को रीइंफोर्स किया जा रहा है। Let her think what she's thinking, there is no harm. But what if she were to be my dadima or my sasuma, I would play more ilm की classes और जिक्र, ताकि कान में कुछ पड़े, क्योंकि रूह तो सुन रही है, राइट? तो कुछ तो फायदा हो, कुछ तो वो जो ऐसी थिंकिंग है निकले बाहर। You are young, you have young children, you among yourselves can learn higher knowledge, higher learning and free yourself from that burden. ये burden है ये, right? ये तालीमात जो है वो burden है, ये हमेशा हमको इस चक्रव्यूह में रखेगी जिसमें गिल्ट, हमेशा हमें गिल्ट और फियर में रखेगी, राइट? और कभी भी जो इमाम ने फरमाया ना, जो हमने लास्ट फरमाया, जी
डर रहता अंदर से, मन में एक डर रहता।
जी, डर। तो इमाम ने जो फरमाया ना, फरमान में हमने पढ़ा कि इमाम क्या चाहते हैं हमसे कि हम खुश हों। I believe if you have succeeded in both, I believe that during your lifetime you will first of all find happiness. हम खुश नहीं होंगे ना, क्योंकि दिल के अंदर खौफ है, खुशी नहीं है। वो इसलिए है कि बार बार हमारे जहन के अंदर एक गलत कॉन्सेप्ट जो है वो बिठाया जाता है। तो आपका इम्तिहान जो है वो बहुत करीब हो गया, बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गया, बट एवरीबडी हैज टू पास देयर एग्जाम्स। अजीब व गरीब जो मौला की रहमत है वो ये है कि हर इंडिविजुअल, everybody of us has a different kind of exam and they have to pass their own exam, right? शबीरा के लिए शायद ये है कि वो खूब किताबें पढ़े, खूब किताबें पढ़े, खूब किताबें पढ़े और अपने आप को खूब आलिम फाजिल कर ले, अपने वक्त को अच्छे से इस्तेमाल करे। ये उसका इम्तिहान हो गया। आपका इम्तिहान ये हो गया कि जब भी आपको गलत बात बताई जाती है, आप दिल में कहेंगे या मौला पनाह, या मौला अमान, या मौला ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। बच्चों को अलग रखा, बेटा ये तालीमात है, हमको ये सीखना है, हम इस्माइली मुसलमान हैं। हमारी रूह का दातार मालिक इमाम है जो रहमान और रहीम है। हमको उसकी रहमत पे यकीन है, उसकी मोहब्बत पे यकीन है, लेकिन हमारी जिम्मेदारी ये है कि उसकी हकीकी शनाख्त को पाना है। ठीक है? Very good question and very valid because that is what is happening. I personally know a family के जो घर के अंदर जो है वो डेली भगत को सुनते हैं, डेली सुनते हैं। तो वो भगत साहब जो है वो भगती की बातें करते हैं अपनी जन्म मरण की, तो वो डेली रीइंफोर्स होता है। You are a smiley family. Why would you do that? इमाम doesn't say कि जब तुम इस्माइली हो तुम तालीमात इस्माइली से सीखो, कुरान भी पढ़ो तो इस्माइली से सीखो, बाहर से नहीं सीखो। क्योंकि we are looking for तावील of the Quran. We are not concerned about the Arabic language. We need to learn the ta'wil of the Quran. फिर अरबी आती है, पढ़ना भी आता है, तो बहुत खूबसूरत, सुभान अल्लाह, right? जी खैरुद्दीन।
उस्ताद बुजुर्गवार, तो मेरे को आजिजी ओपिनियन है मेरे ख्याल, ये जो इल्म जो हमारे प्रॉफिट अलैहिस्सलाम ने कहना है कि from birth to death you seek knowledge, but sometimes there's lots of people who don't have the capacity to learn knowledge. You know that after Maulana Rumi, after Shams Tabriz, it was Asamuddin Chalabi. He was a very high spiritual Sufi, and because Shams was disappeared, then Maulana Rumi, he was the same, like he was Asamuddin was his peer, but he was not educated. But he was in a very spiritual, like Shams Tabriz. But this knowledge is very important. Doesn't matter. Some get knowledge very fast, like some get slow. But I think the best thing for human being, which is they have control of it, is deeds, good deeds. If you have good deeds, you will pass this alami barzakh, or this Puli Salat. Puli Salat is the Islamic, you know, that the way they explain. I don't know. My English is not something enough to explain. You know, there is a Puli Salat, or Surat al-Mustaqim. Puli Salat it's this life. You have to do anything you want till you get a result of it, and that during your lifetime, or that when you die or after. So this life is very important. That's why Allah give you this all these tools you have right now. But when you saving, you never don't want to spend it. So Allah says, spend your money wisely and don't waste. And you don't want to come out of your comfort zone, the way Ustad you mentioned this one. And you don't learn or study from our Da'i or Ustad, and especially Imam. Quran, there's lots of ayat is in Quran, which is collected, this Quran, but this ilm is only Maulanas, only Imam. If you think you come to Saudi Arabia and they have the Quran and the authentic, that's so wrong, because right now we have all the hadiths which is quoted by Sunni Muslim. The Quran ayat we are reciting in dua, Ya ayyuhar Rasul baligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik wa illam tafal. This ayat, in the end of this ayat, they actually innal aliyul mawla al mu'minin fama balagta risalatu wallahu yasimka. This is in the middle of this ayat, so we don't have this in Quran. So there is lots of other ayat, this nasikh and mansukh, and only the Da'i and those people who had research from beginning, Mawla Ali and Salman, Abu Zar, Miqdad, Sa'd ibn Ubadah, Bilal, they know what to do with Quran. And the Quran was not as a book. The Quran was oral, gift to Prophet shared in his house and with his Mawla Ali, Hussein, Fatima, whatever comes. You never, in your house, you never tell a secret to outsider. You first tell those people who you trust. So you have to understand, Quran is not a physical book. It was oral, what Prophet Muhammad understand and he shared. But Prophet Muhammad is duty. I'm sorry. That was Prophet Muhammad was his duty before any Nabi comes. They prepare for next Rasul or Nabi or Imam. Prophet Muhammad and with his book come only to tell people who is after him, the Risalat. You know, we have one very great Sufi and nobody pay attention to him is Ni'matullah Wali. He was very close with Ismaili. And during the first Aga Khan, Maulana Shah Hassan Ali, when he traveled India, crisis happened, loss of his soldier was Shah Ni'matullahi. They were at Nashiri. And this Sufi says, مظهر ملک ولایت در حقیقت از آنی اوست، در عریم اسمتش روح القدس در بیانی اوست. اقتحالا وصف او فرمود در قرآن تمام، افت و ایکل ارکی خواند آیه در شانی اوست. روح الاعظم جان عالم عقل کل از جان دل، در امانت این امام انس جن جانانی اوست. نفس خیر المرسلین است آن ولیه کردگار، لا فتای لا علی لا سیف لا ذوالفقار. Every chapter of the Quran you read is in the Shan of Ali. But you have to listen to Ali when he talk. Today there's a great miracle is going on and none of us we are aware. An institution is a wisdom. I'm Imam. This is sun. I'm in Maghrib right now. Where is the Imam? Imam is Mahdi alayhi salam. He was the first Fatimi Khalifa. I'm in the hotel because of the class. Otherwise, I will show you the Imam Mahdi's mosque. So look, see. This is Al-Mahdiya, in the first Zuhur of Imam Mahdi. And this is Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the 12th. This is become also the 12th Imam. So every sign of Imam in Allah you can see everywhere. There is no such a place you cannot see. If you still have doubt and problem, this is your personal problem. Because Allah give you everything. You don't have anything left. Allah even give you His ruh, you become Allah. What else you need? Where is the complaint? If you're stuck in nafs imara with Iwani nafs, and that's a big problem, like animal, like you only think of that imara, nafs imara, even that is wrong. You can't eat much, you can't eat 10 kilometers a day. And you eat a little. If you eat too much, you get sugar. If you eat too much, you play, you get HIV or other disease. Your lots of problem come to you. Get out of the nafs imara. You are there already. In Imam and Aqiqah, far from you. And one question: where's Allah lives? Allah don't have it. If He says it live in the throne, there's no throne up there, or there's a down here or anywhere. It's misunderstanding. Allah live in you. Allah don't have room, don't have any those throne and takht and all those is in humans in moments heart where Allah live. There's no Allah don't have a house, only house. That's why Allah create you. You're Allah. Rumi says, Kitab du uruf di Jabrail amin tu Rasulan samayat am Musi Imran am Adiu am Mahdiu Rasulan samay. از تخت از عرش عظیم تا به سر تخت شمای تعویل شمای زیرا تنزیل خدای تعویل بھی آپ ہے تنزیل بھی آپ ہے کتاب بھی آپ ہے قرآن بھی آپ ہے آپ اتنا سوچ کیوں رہے گھبرا کس بات کے لیے سب کچھ اللہ جب دیا آپ پھر ادھر ادھر بھاگنے اور یہ چیزوں کا کیا ضرورت ہے
چلیں خیرالدین Shukran alhamdulillah. So he has said so many points, but I think essence is that we are on direction and we're asking questions so we can learn and go through this process of destruction so we can construct new concepts. So shukran lillah alhamdulillah. I think Azmina was asking something. Somebody was asking something too. Anyone has any more questions?
Appa, I have a question. ये 7 days ऑफ अल्लाह जो है वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है, और उसमें जो सैटरडे का इमाम कायम है वो वही इमाम है जो अपने आ चुके हैं कि इट्स लाइक अ, जैसे कि अली बोलते हैं अपन सारे इमाम को, उस टाइप का एक वर्ड है इमाम कायम का जो बोलते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा क्लियर करना है।
ओके, तो 7 दिन जो है वो 7 साइकिल को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, और वो इसलिए बताए गए थे कि कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ ज्ञान में जब हम जन्म मरण की बात करते हैं या साइकिल्स का वर्ड को सुनते हैं, सो वी शुड नो दैट वी डू बिलीव इन साइकिल्स, वी डू बिलीव इन साइकिल, ये पर्पस था। एज फार एज सैटरडे की जो बात है, वो चूंकि हम इस सफर पे हैं, इंशाल्लाह ऑन आवर वे वी विल लर्न अबाउट दिस टू। जो सैटरडे है वो एक्चुअली रेफर करता है कियामत के जमाने को। तो हम जो है जब वहां के कोर्स में पहुंचेंगे तो इंशाल्लाह इसको बहुत डिटेल में सीखेंगे, समझेंगे इंशाल्लाह। ठीक है,
तो उसमें से और एक ये सवाल है कि ये जो अपने 4 किताब है, कुरान, इंजिल, तबूर, तौरत, जबूर, इंजिल, कुरान, 4 of these are right here, right? Because 3 तो मुझे दिख रहा है, मेरे को 4th का एक क्वेश्चन था खाली, तो वो भी है वो साइकिल में, वो ये 7 साइकिल में से 4 साइकिल किताब वाली साइकिल है।
हर नातिक की किताब होती है, हर नातिक की किताब होती है, वो हमें है नहीं हमारे पास, लेकिन हर नातिक के पास वो शरीयत लाता है और किताब लाता है। जबूर जो है वो नातिक की किताब नहीं है, वो पैगंबर की किताब है। जबूर जो है वो हजरत दाऊद अलैहिस्सलाम की किताब है, हु वाज नॉट अ नातिक, लेकिन उनकी इतनी अच्छी गिरियाजारी होती थी कि अल्लाह सेड कि व्हाटएवर कम्स आउट ऑफ योर माउथ इज माय वर्ड। बिकॉज ऑफ हिज आजिजी, हिज इबादत, हिज गिरियाजारी, Allah had elevated his words to the words of his. ज़बूर जो है वो एक पैगंबर की किताब है जो हम जानते हैं साम्स के नाम से। If you want to read Psalms, you can read it. लेकिन वो नातिक की किताब नहीं है, ना ही उनकी कोई शरीयत थी। But this is the books we have in current time. You can get Zabur, Injil, Torah, and Quran. These 4 are available to us. But Adam had his own book, Hazrat Noah alayhi salam had his book. They all had their own books and talimat and shariat.
Books meaning the ilm that they got from Allah, not the actual physical book, correct?
तो नहीं, एक्चुअल बुक हमारे लिए होगी ना। हजरत ईसा अलैहि सलाम की, आपको पता है, बाइबल केम इनटू बीइंग आफ्टर 150 years, I think. It was compiled, it was talimat, but later it became a book. So क्वेश्चन खत्म हो गया यहाँ पे, राइट, कि उस वक्त तालीमात भी होती है, बाद में बुक बनती है। कुरान भी जो है वो कुरान की किताब नहीं थी, तंजील आती, बुक बाद में बनी।
One of the farmans which says in 313 book, I think, कि हर रोज जो है वो गरोंज, और the word I don't remember, I'm sure you remember it, कि उसके डर से अगर इबादत करते हैं उससे अच्छा है कि डर जो है, डर ये होना चाहिए कि इमाम की दीदार से दूर ना हो जाए। तो when we realize that fear instead of the other fears, खौफ खुदा, then it helps us overcome the reincarnation.
Very important point. So there is a farman in 313 book, Kalam Mubin. Mawla says that उस दिन तुम्हें तुम्हारे सर पे आतिश और गुरंज मारे जाएंगे। Yes, you'll be hit by something, डराने के लिए, right? Then he says कि लेकिन ये सही डरना नहीं, इस चीज से डरो कि इमाम से दूर ना हो जाओ। हकीकी डर ये है कि इमाम से दूर ना हो जाए। कोई भी खौफ जो खौफ बेजा है, किसी भी खौफ में नहीं रहना इंसान को, खौफ खुदा में रहना है। वो खौफ क्या है कि हम खुदा से, अपने इमाम से दूर ना हो जाए। यहाँ पे एंड करते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच नवीन साहिबा फॉर शेयरिंग दिस। याली मदद, याली मदद,
याली मदद नवीन, याली मदद नियामत साहिबा,
याली मदद खैरुद्दीन, याली मदद।
Thank you, sir.